This video is about chemical formulas and notes on them. So chemical formulas are kind of the language of chemistry, so please pay attention, take good notes, and practice this frequently. I promise it gets easier as you do it. The first time or two might be a little more rough, but as we go, it will become easier as you continue to practice. So please pay attention, follow along. The more you do on your own, the better than me explaining it to you all the time. So chemical formulas, basically we're asking the question, what elements are in the compound? And then also it will give us the ratios too. So little vocab here, these small numbers, so that 2 and that 3, those are called our subscripts. So that is one of your vocab words. Make sure to know that. Subscripts are the small numbers outside, or even this 2 is also a subscript, or I mean the 4. So we're going to figure out how many atoms there are of each of the following in the thing. So I'm going to tell you first, and then I'm going to explain how I get that. So there's 2 nitrogen atoms in this chemical formula. There's 8 hydrogens, 1 carbon, and there are 3 oxygens. So you might be asking, how the heck are there 2 nitrogens? So if we look at this subscript here tells us that because it's next to all of this in parentheses, that applies to everything in there. So there's 2 times 1 nitrogen, so there's no number here, meaning there's 1. So 2 times 1 is 1 nitrogen, 2 times 1 is 2 nitrogens, and 2 times 4 is 8 hydrogens. So how we get the nitrogens is 2 times 1 equals 2 nitrogens. And for the hydrogens, we have 2 times 4, which is 8 hydrogens. And then the carbon, because there's nothing there, that means there's a 1. And the oxygen just goes with that O because there's no parentheses or anything to tell it goes with anything else. So it is 3 oxygens. Next we have this one here. Actually, I'm going to tell you what that one is called. It's called ammonium carbonate, and you don't need to know that per se, but it's just good information to have. So ammonium carbonate, that is that one. This one here is magnesium chromate. So it's magnesium chromate. And we're going to figure out how many magnesiums there are, how many chromiums, and how many oxygens there are. So if we look at it, magnesium, there's nothing behind it or in front of it, so it's a 1. Chromium, there's nothing there, so it automatically is a 1. And oxygen, there's a 4. So there are 4 oxygen in this case. Then we'll talk about CO2, carbon dioxide. So there's 1 carbon because there's nothing in front of it. And the 2 goes with the oxygen, so 2 oxygen. If you feel like you've got it, try this last one. If not, keep watching and we'll get it. So CO, there's 1 C, 1 O. So that is there for you. And so we're going to connect this back to ionic and covalent compounds and what we know so far. So if you remember, ionic bonding has to do with ions. And so ions have to do with metals and nonmetals. So if you recall from ptable.com, the metals are over here, and these are the ones that end up donating their electrons. So our metals donate electrons, and the nonmetals are on that right-hand side of the periodic table: fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, sulfur. Those are the ones that accept electrons. So nonmetals accept electrons. So when we are talking about naming ionic compounds, we have to look to see if the first one is a metal or not. So either it is a metal in the beginning and it's an ionic compound, so ionic has both metals and nonmetals, or it's a covalent compound. And covalent is two nonmetals. So either it has a metal and a nonmetal to be ionic, or it's two nonmetals and it's covalent. So we're going to go back and label all of these as either nonmetals, metals, so ionic or covalent. So we're going to skip the first one. This second one here is magnesium chromate. So the first element is magnesium. So let's go to the periodic table. Magnesium is here. If you look, it's part of the alkaline earth metals, so it is a metal. That means the first one is a metal. So if we look at our cheat sheet, it would be ionic, because the first one's a metal. And so this one starts with Mg, which is magnesium, and it's a metal. So it is ionic, an ionic compound. It's an ionic compound. So if we look at this one, carbon would be our first one. So if we look on the periodic table, carbon is way over here in the green, which is nonmetals. So because carbon is a nonmetal, and then we'll look at oxygen. Oxygen is also over here in the green, nonmetals. They are both nonmetals. So it is a covalent compound. So it starts with carbon, a nonmetal, and oxygen is a nonmetal. So it is a covalent compound. Also, fun fact, I don't know if I already let you know this or not, but covalent compound is the same as molecular compound. So covalent is molecular, you can use them interchangeably. So you could say because it starts with a nonmetal, it is a molecular compound. Same thing. And then, again, because this is carbon and oxygen again, they are both nonmetals. And so it starts with a nonmetal, and the second one is a nonmetal, so it is also a covalent or molecular compound. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, that is your notes for this.